$20,000. That's what Elon Musk says his robot will cost once to mow, trim, and weed your yard. Forever. No raise, no holiday tip, no running late text on a Saturday morning. Now hold that number in your head, because the gardener you're paying right now. Over 10 years, he'll cost you $24,000. So the real question isn't whether the robot is impressive. It's whether the math is already beating the guy in your driveway. Stick with me, because by the end you'll know exactly when that flips. And it's sooner than the skeptics want to admit. Here's the thing most people don't want to admit. Yard work is expensive. The average American household spends between $1,400 and $2,800 a year just on basic lawn care, mowing, edging, leaf blowing. The basics. Got a bigger property? Add in trimming, flower beds, seasonal cleanup. You're looking at $5,000, maybe $10,000. Some homeowners spend more than that every single year. That's a car payment, just to keep the grass short. And that's before we even count your time. The Saturday mornings gone, the aching back, the "I'll get to it next week" guilt that never really goes away. So when Elon Musk stands on stage and says his robot will handle all of it, for a one-time cost of $20,000, people stop scrolling. But whether Optimus can really pull this off comes down to one thing most people overlook: its hands. And what Tesla actually built is hard to believe. Let me show you. This is Tesla's Optimus robot, also called the Tesla Bot, 5'8", about 125 pounds, built to do the physical work most people don't want to do. Now here's where it gets interesting. The latest Optimus hand has 22 degrees of freedom, double the last version, and closing in on the human hand's 27. 50 actuators, moved up into the forearm and driven by tendons, like the muscles in your own arm. That means its fingers move like real fingers, not like those stiff arcade game claws. Tesla has demonstrated that it can pick up an egg without crushing it. That kind of precision comes from the same AI that powers Tesla's self-driving cars. It reads what it's holding. It adjusts the pressure. It doesn't just grab, it thinks. And here's what that means for yard work. Handle a string trimmer, guide a mower, haul bags of mulch, lift heavy planters. Every task that wrecks your weekend needs hands exactly like those. What about terrain? That's where Tesla's years of self-driving research kicks in. Optimus runs on the same kind of vision and sensor system Tesla uses in its cars. It reads the ground beneath it, adjusts in real time. It doesn't trip over a garden hose. 2-axis feet, 28 actuators in the body alone. This thing was built for irregular surfaces, because grass isn't flat, dirt isn't flat. Nature doesn't care about your robot's comfort zone, and Tesla designed Optimus knowing that. So, what does all that actually look like when you point it at a yard? Let's walk through what a full yard session could look like. And I'll tell you up front, some of this is confirmed hardware capability, and some of it is where that hardware logically points. We'll sort the real from the projected in a minute. Mowing is the logical start. Optimus doesn't currently drive a riding mower. That's not in any confirmed demo, but it can reportedly grip and guide push-style equipment. The AI maps the yard, plans the path, dodges the sprinkler head. You set it up once. It handles the rest. You know what it doesn't do? Stop for a water break, complain about the heat, show up 45 minutes late. Edging needs precision. That's exactly what 22 degrees of freedom hands are built for. Reportedly, Optimus can handle a string trimmer with enough grip control to follow a fence line or a garden bed border, and stay just as consistent on the fourth pass as the first. Here's the one that surprises most people. Weeding might actually be one of the best robotic use cases out there. Why? Because it's completely repetitive. Identify the weed. Grip at the root. Pull. Move on. That is exactly the kind of pattern recognition task that machine learning was designed for. A robot doesn't lose focus after the 47th weed. It's just as precise on weed number 400. Hauling is where the strength spec matters. Optimus can reportedly carry around 45 pounds. Bags of leaves, clippings, branches, the stuff that takes you 3 trips. It can handle in one run. And this is where it stops being a gadget and starts being an investment. While you sleep, it works. You wake up, yard's done. Coffee's hot. 0 Saturdays lost. But here's the part nobody is talking about yet. Can it actually do all of this right now? Or is this still a dream? Okay, this is the section I want you to pay the most attention to. Because I'm going to be completely straight with you. No hype, just what's real. Tesla has demonstrated Optimus walking steadily and adapting its balance to the environment. Tesla has shown Optimus sorting objects, picking up small items, and completing repetitive physical tasks in its factories. On the price, be precise. Musk's long-term goal is around $20,000 at full scale, but Tesla's nearer-term target is closer to $30,000. $20,000 is the destination, not the launch price. And Tesla is reportedly deploying Optimus units inside its own gigafactories right now, doing real work on real production lines. There is no confirmed outdoor yard work demonstration, none that has been made public. Every yard task I just walked you through, that's based on what the hardware can do, projected onto yard work. Not a live outdoor demo. Mowing, edging, weeding, all theoretically achievable with these specs. But theoretical is not the same as done. The overnight battery performance for extended outdoor operation has not been confirmed publicly either. And here's the part nobody in the hype videos tells you. Outdoor robotics is genuinely harder than indoor robotics. Inside a factory, everything is controlled. Same floor, same lighting, same objects, day after day. Outside, rain, mud, a dog running through the frame, a kid's toy left in the grass. Nature throws things at robots that factory floors never will. So, the honest answer to the title question, can it replace your gardener, is not today. Probably not fully within the next couple of years either. But here's the thing, the hardware is real. The AI improves every quarter. And every hour Optimus spends in Tesla's factories is teaching it exactly how to handle the unpredictability it'll eventually face in your backyard. This isn't vaporware, it's early. All right, let's run the actual numbers. Because this is where things get genuinely interesting. Say you spend $2,400 a year on lawn care. That's $200 a month. A very average figure for a mid-sized suburban yard. Over 5 years, that's $12,000. Gone. Over 10 years, $24,000. Just to keep the grass short. Now, Optimus. Musk's reported target price, $20,000. One time. One time. No monthly invoice. No holiday tip. No running a bit late texts. Do the math. If the $20,000 price holds, and Musk has publicly stated that's the goal, you break even in roughly 8 to 9 years on a $200 monthly landscaping bill. But here's what changes the equation completely. The works at night factor. A human crew works 9 to 5. Maybe Saturday morning if you plan ahead. They can't come back Tuesday night to finish what they started. A robot that charges during the day and runs through the night. That's not just replacing your gardener. That's replacing the entire concept of yard day. Every morning becomes yards already done morning. And for anyone managing rental properties or multiple units, this math gets even better. One robot, multiple properties, no per-visit billing. depreciated over years as a business asset. That's not a lawn tool. That's an investment. So the math works. Which leaves the one question that actually matters. When can you put one in your yard? And the honest timeline surprised me. Here's what we know right now. Right now, Optimus is only inside Tesla's own factories. And to his credit, Musk has been honest about where things actually stand. On Tesla's recent earnings calls, he admitted the units built so far are mostly there to learn, not to do productive work yet. Still very much the R&D phase. The real milestone is this summer. Musk confirmed that production of the next generation Optimus is set to begin at Tesla's Fremont factory around late July or August of the year 2026, on the very same line that used to build the Model S and Model X. And he warned the early pace will be, in his own words, quite slow. Consumer sales. Tesla's own target is the end of 2027 at the earliest. And given this timeline has already slipped from 2023 to 2025 to now, it's smart to treat any date as a moving target. Who gets it first? Realistically, businesses first. Commercial landscaping companies, large property managers, estate owners who can justify the upfront cost fastest and see return on investment soonest. Then early adopters, tech-forward homeowners, people already in the Tesla ecosystem, average homeowner. Think 2028 to 2029, once it's refined enough, accessible enough, and affordable enough for regular use. But here's the thing. By the time it's on store shelves, every year you waited will have cost you another $2,000 in landscaping bills. Quick recap. 3 things to take with you. 1. Tesla's Optimus is real, operational, and the hardware is built for physical labor. The $20,000 target price is Musk's confirmed public goal. 2. Outdoor yard work is not yet demonstrated. Today's demos are factory-based, but the gap between sorting parts on a production floor and pulling weeds in a backyard is smaller than most people think. 3. The money math works, eventually. Break even on a $200 monthly landscaping bill happens in under a decade. And at scale, the economics tilt even further in the robot's favor. If this video helped you cut through the noise and see what's actually coming, subscribe. Every week we break down the biggest tech announcements with real numbers, not just press releases. And next up, we're asking whether this same robot can replace your security guard. That one gets a lot more intense. I'll see you there.